Chase, man. WDJC, DB, DJ Chase Radio. We locked in, man. The all new interview, the fire interview. Once again, I got the one and only viral sensation, Ayanna Ife, in the building. You know this, man. We got a quick sponsors, podcast director. Use the promo code DJ Chase, the official new website, rapmarkets.com, and Groove to get in touch with the hottest players, curators, and all of that. But enough of that, man. We got the one and only Ayanna Ife in the building, the first blind transgender Philadelphia zone. You know this, man. The 215 in the building. How you doing today, Ayanna?
Yeah, what's up, DJ Chase? I'm glad to be here, man. Thank you.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Of course, of course. So today, man, I want to get into your background. I want to chop it up. With that being said, you're from North Philly, correct?
North Philly in the building, yeah.
Love it.
Bro, and Cecil B is where I grew up.
Love it. Love it. Love it. And with that being said, how was it growing up in North Philly for you?
Growing up in North Philly for me, it kind of it definitely shaped who I am. Definitely. It definitely shaped who I am. We are so fun. It's a unique culture in North Philly. So yeah, it's nice. This is the best place on earth, if you ask me.
I totally agree. I totally agree. Now, before the little technical difficulties, we were talking about Max's and Geno's. I already know your verdict on that. Max is the spot. You know the vibes. If you don't know, once again, the Eagles wasn't in the Super Bowl this year. I was a little upset about that, but you know the vibes. And
Yeah.
we here, we here. So I want to get into your background a little bit. Like, how did you get started in music?
Music has always been a part of my life. Like when I was from before I can remember, my family's been like, you are going to be huge. And I just remember this memory when my grandparents took me to this Patti LaBelle concert, and she saw me. She gave me her flowers and she tried to bring me on stage. You cannot tell them folk that that wasn't a sign, okay? That was
Yeah.
a sign. Ever since then, they give me instruments, all kinds of things. They were convinced, but I wasn't much of an instrument player. I'm just definitely an entertainer. I do speaking, things that anything that involves speaking, voice, all that. It's fun. I love doing it. Have a great time doing it. So yeah, I am an entertainer. Just wasn't like Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder in the way they thought I'd be.
For sure, for sure. Love it, love it. And then with that being said, once again, now, who influenced you being from Philadelphia? Like, who did you listen to growing up in Philadelphia?
Everybody. My mom was definitely a hip hop head. So growing up, she would like keep me. She would like play the songs and then stop it. You know what that part mean? And then play more and then stop it. You know what he was saying right there? Jay Z, Biggie, the Young Gunners, PD Crack and all of them, Nas, the band. You know everybody like that. Like back in that time. New York, New York definitely had the game as they still do. They be having the game on lock, but Philly was right there with it the whole time. So I listen to R&B, everything from Jay Z to Jagged Edge, Mary J. Blige, Eve, everybody. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like
yeah,
I grew up with hip hop heads, so
yeah.
all kinds of stuff like that. It's yeah, oh, I mean, a lot of music, a lot of different genres and artists. So many, so many.
Yeah, love it, love it. Now, with that being said, Ayana Ife, I want to ask you this, right? We touched on a little bit behind the scenes. I would say, being a transgender artist, like I told you before, it's very, artists are living in their truth these days. How did that, when that journey started taking place, how did that influence your music?
Well, it happened in front of the world, which is pretty crazy. Um, I, I, Everybody saw me transition, and that was just a unique experience. It didn't. It's like you. If you ask one of my best friends, she'll be like, "Look, this man you've always been like they can always hear this part of you in all of it, like the core of your sound hasn't changed because you've always been this guy, you've always been that guy. So it has influenced my music just by making it so that we can really get to the core of me and really hear. Now I know myself. I didn't know myself for a very, very, very long time. Like all that I knew was that I strangely was always in men's spaces and making music with other men, but like I didn't know at the time that I was the men. Um,
I feel you. I feel you. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
eventually I figured it out. and now people are getting to see the me that I see when I, hear my music, or when I watch myself. Like now people are seeing the same me, and I like that.
Yeah, love it, love it. And then, like I said, I'm going quick tonight today.
I,
So with that being said, do you like the stage better? Or you like the studio better?
oh, that I would probably say it's definitely different. Like I haven't been on stage in a while since Strut. Unfortunately, I haven't been on stage since Strut has been out.
Uh huh.
But I love them both. Both experiences are unlike anything you'll ever see. Okay, being in the studio with me is crazy, and being and watching my stage performance is also just crazy. The energy in the room is always electric. I'm not making it up. It's just genuinely electric. So I can't choose, man. I'm probably gonna say the studio there because I can be in there for hours.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Love it, love
hours.
it, love it, love it. And real quick, I want to ask you this: like, Strut is streaming crazy. I was actually looking at the numbers yesterday.
Crazy.
Yeah, yeah. How did you link up with Jen Carter and Zeddy Will?
The internet, my followers are absolutely, I can't take credit for any of this. My followers, when I say the million of them that I have, they track Zeddy Will down. They was like, you have to be on this song. And Zeddy, poor man, he couldn't escape it. Yeah, shout out to my followers and shout out to Zeddy. I love all y'all. But he was like, this is fire. Like, let me do this. And then
Yeah,
at the same time, me and Jen had just started, hanging or talking, hanging out, being friends or whatever. And I was like, so I want you on this song. She was like, just no, actually, she was like, let me know what's up with you and Zeddy in the song and stuff. And I was like, let's go, let's do it. Can you be on it with me? And she's like, sure, like let's do it. Next thing you know, we was linking up doing
yeah.
content, and it was just a rocket ship after that.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. I love it. And with that being said, Ayanna Ife is this, and like we talked about it all the time, and you very genuine. You know what I'm saying? You don't
Thank
get a
you,
lot of
thank
that with
you.
a lot of artists. They arrogant as hell. And with that being said, once again, my fan base is definitely into music education. They always ask me management, PR questions, production questions, publishing questions.
Of
How
course.
how important is it in your career that you've learned, the thing that you learned and been through? How important is organic content to create motion for yourself?
I think what is crazy to me is the reason that I'm so popular on the internet is because I don't know how to use it. I don't know what the fuck. I'm literally just
I respect it.
I'm not doing it the way it's intended to be done.
Yeah,
I just turn on the camera like an old head and just start talking to it and rapping at it. And people just haven't seen like actual rant, like genuine a person, like a person just being a person,
yeah,
a regular person, unscripted person in a long time. Like I'm really just a dude in his room that makes music,
yeah,
and
yeah,
people were like, oh wow, this is real. Like,
yeah, yeah,
it's real. And that is what people have been missing. They want something that's not polished, that's not, this is just a regular person who just does this, from his city, in Philadelphia, in his house. And it's addictive to watch somebody be human out loud.
yeah, yeah. I love it, love it. Thank you for that. And one of my last questions before we get out here is this too. And like I said, in today's climate, do you feel? Because like I said, J. Cole just put out a project and he's giving out. He's
Shout out J.
handing.
Cole.
Yeah, he's selling CDs out of the trunk of his car, and everybody's getting back to CDs. And even Bad Bunny with the Super Bowl, it's very organic. It's very authentic now. Is it important? And I think he's independent actually. Is it
Shout out Bad
important?
Bunny.
Yeah, yeah. Is it important to? Do you feel like today in today's climate is important to be signed, or you feel it's important? You should stay independent.
In this climate, you need to have a team behind you that is willing to bet on you, bet all of it. If they're not willing to bet it all on you, then you don't need, they're not the team for you. And a lot of major labels, they want to capitalize on a moment. They're not willing to bet it all on you. But when you have an in this time, you don't need an A&R, you need social media. And this time, like I'm grateful, I'm blessed enough, alhamdulillah, I'm blessed enough to have had a group of followers like mine who believe in me more than I've seen a group of followers believe in anybody in a long time.
Yeah,
They're like, we're going to take you all the way to the top. We don't care who likes it or who doesn't. And they are genuinely taking me all the way to the top. So you don't need to be signed. You don't need to be independent. Those things don't matter. You need to be supported. Find a team that is willing to bet it all. And I promise you, you can take it to the top. When people see something that they believe in, that when they see something they believe in, they are really genuinely willing to get back, get behind it,
yeah. Love
So
it.
have a team that supports you through and through.
Love it, love it. You hear these? If y'all tuning in right now, WDJC,
Yeah.
DB, DJ Chase Radio, YouTube, DJ Chase TV, you're getting the gems one on one. And with that being said, my very last question, Ayanna Ife, North Philly Zone. If you had anybody come up to you today and say, "Do you have any advice for me to get into the music business today?" What is that one piece of advice?
um just like I said, go. You don't have to have a studio. You don't have to have a manager. You need nothing. When I was making music, I had a viral hit a few years ago, and it got like almost 1 million streams. This is years ago, before I even had 1 million followers. And that is because I genuinely just did it. And I still do. I just pick up my phone, turn it on, and do it. You don't need a studio, you need nobody, because I didn't have any of those things. Even when I created Strut, I didn't have anybody around. It was just me,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it still worked because I just couldn't not create. So wherever you are, if you have access to a camera and internet, create something and say it and put it out there, because somebody wants to hear it, and you never know. You never know. Just keep creating no matter where you are, like anywhere, anywhere. I've done it everywhere. When I used to be at work, I used to do it. When you know what I mean?
For
at,
sure, for
at,
sure.
at dinner with the
Yeah,
family. It doesn't matter. Everywhere. Create. Do it.
yeah. And you went on that note, we out of here. Ayanna Ife, man, blessings to you. More life to
Yeah.
you.
Thank
Ayanna
you.
Ife, where can they find you? If they don't know where you, if they don't see your content, where can they find you?
Find me on TikTok, Ayana period IFE, or Instagram, Ayana underscore IFE. I'm right there, man. Look me up. I'm there. You can find me.
Let's get it. Once again, the new single Strut, Zeddy Will, Jen Carter, Ayanna Ife. You know this,
Let's
man.
go.
Streaming right here on DJ Chase Radio, North Philly, the 215. I miss home, man. I'm in Charlotte right now. Once again, WDJC, DB, DJ Chase Radio. Get that DJ Chase Radio merch, Spotify podcast, Apple podcast, and YouTube DJ Chase TV. And I'm out of here.
Let's
Gia.
go.